Welcome back to another stream. I haven't streamed in a while, so this is gonna be different. So I have this giant world here. This is all I've made so far. I don't own this piece of land past this line here. So we're gonna be building a lot of this stream. So, yeah. So, let's get building. Alright, so over here I'm going to build like a residential area. I started with this tiny little road here. So what I probably want to do is make some sort of like grid over here. So let's measure this out. Actually, no, that's a little bit close. So let's extend this out a little bit. Let's add the lines in. It would probably help if I made it like face the correct way. Also with that one, so let's add the sidewalk in now. No, wait, wrong mod. So let's add the curb in, like so. You know what? Let's have a little bit of a tour around here. So I'm just gonna teleport up here and grab my car. So let's drive around a little bit. We have a nice river which curves like that. So over there is going to be like a downtown area. We'll get off here. I made custom street signs in Figma for that. So let's head over here. We have a McDonald's, we have a Starbucks. They're not furnished yet. We have a giant government building with a parliament part in there. I can show you this little thing we have down here. and this parkway. I can see there's an exit ahead. We can get off right here. We're just gonna turn around at this exit and get back on to go back the other way. Yeah, it's a nice little parkway in here. If you're wondering what the speed limits are in this country, they're measured in meters per second. Because if you look up here, it's in meters a second, which is the only unit of measurement this mod gives, I believe. Yeah. So we're just gonna turn around over here at this roundabout and head back on the highway. I made these. If you're wondering where I get the inspiration for these highway signs, if you've ever been driving in Ontario, these will look very, very similar. These I don't think exist. I made these custom. And those. So let's get on the highway A1 West. So there's another roundabout ahead, which we're just gonna go straight through because we already saw down there. Alright, so we can either go straight to go to the border, or we can get off here. I'm gonna get off because I want to show you this. So let's turn before it turns red. So here we have a dealership. Yeah, fake dealer, fake company I made up, Nixon. So yeah, there is a shop in the back. I'll show you that. Yeah, there's a shop back here, but it's not fully done. There's a bank there. There's a big strip mall over there, which is almost unfurnished. There's one store in there, which isn't even a store. Here's the parkway we were just on. Here's the only skyscraper I've put up in this world. This is gonna be a bridge here across it. But let's go to the other side of this. Over there. Can't see it yet. There you can. Why am I in the bike lane? I guess I'm on a bike now. So let's head over there. I have a drive test place here. I'm gonna turn around and get back on the highway, which you can see right there as well. Actually, I'm gonna pause here and I will be right back. Alright, so yeah, let's flip back on the highway like I was saying earlier. I'll show you the end of this. So if we come up here, you have a border crossing checkpoint. With two flags of the two countries. We have an electronic sign here. So let's go back to what we were doing in the beginning of the video. Unfortunately, we do have to break this. To get back, we're gonna drive straight through these. Over there is a racetrack, which is unfinished. There's the bridge to get over. So we're back, and now we're going to work on this. So I'm gonna come over here. Alright, so now let's expand this out. There we go. It's quite wide if you look at it. Actually, I think the width of this road right here is larger than this entire highway over here. Who just gained experience? What the hell? What the fuck was that? Let's add a middle line. And let's add this. For the parking. Yeah, there it is again. The hell? Well, that isn't a world, in it. Hey, who's trolling me? Mojang? Oh my god, it's this kid. Bro, it's this kid. So let's go in here. See if I can, like... Ha. I think this is facing west, and this one should be facing east. There we go. So now let's add the sidewalk. Let's add a corner in here. Let's come in here as well and add this. I probably shouldn't do that. Yeah, so let's put that corner back to the way it was. Alright. So what I'm gonna do instead is bring this out to here. Well, let's add this. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Then we can come in here. There we go. Alright. So we got this corner almost set up. So let's, oh wait, let's set this to grass. That should be good enough. Yeah, I'll say so. So now let's come over here and do the same thing on this side. There you go. Great. I'm using the NX Roads mod for the roads, obviously. What I hate is that this is Zero's minimap, so if you load it up, they're completely see-through. You can see the dirt underneath the roads. Over here you can see the bricks. And there you can see the different ores. Right, there we go. Oh, I made these a little bit too long. There we go. Now I can come in. And do this. There we go. And come over here. Wait for this inventory to load. And grab a crosswalk. And build one right here. I'll make this go a little bit back, and then we'll add the stop line. There we go. So we just made that. So let's put the crosswalk for this side over here. There we go. Just build it. Probably don't want this to be like that. So let's see if I can do something like this. Extend this out for the intersection. It's a lot of work just building one intersection. That's not even going to be traffic light controlled. Alright, so let's just place down these and then I'll set that all the grass. There we go. So let's extend this back out smoothly. There we go. Perfect. We can now have houses along there. We can have houses here. Now down that street. Perfect. Can just remove the line in the middle of this intersection. That doesn't belong there. There we go. That looks good. Now we can extend that. Just go to about like here. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can expand it right there. There we go. Can just place in the curb. Could do this with the wand, but it's too short, it's not worth it. Let's see what Shada has. So let's place that. Let's go back to placing this. Set that of concrete. place on the white lines here at the edges. Just so I don't fall in the hole there, I'll just place those. There we go. And now we can do this. There we go. Now this intersection is fully complete. Oh, wait, hold up. There we go. The road's complete. All I need is signage. So what I'm going to go do is go to the last page, go to traffic craft, grab a post, a sign, and a creative catalog. Then we can come in here, place down a sign. Let's see if there's like an all-way sign. No, but I can do this. Which I'm going to do, considering it's in a neighborhood. It's in the hood. There's a lot of shootings here. Alright, should I extend this reflector down to the bottom of the pole? Let's see how this looks. I think I used this one. That just looks wrong. I'm gonna leave it as it is. There you go. I'm gonna be a 3-by stop intersection here. It's a little bit of an improvement from when we just had it here. I don't think we're going to get nearly as complete as I thought we were going to this stream, as we've been streaming for 30 minutes now, so I'm gonna log off.